this is by far like the first opportunity and chance that I've had to really to give my life ultimately to God, because there is a chance that I don't come back.
He has a compassion child in Haiti, so he's always, ever since he's had that child, he's always told me, I think I want to go to Haiti on a mission trip. And I was always like, oh, you don't have time.
She's scared. I mean, basically that's all it comes down to. And like, she's just scared that I won't come back. And she didn't really understand why. And so she just thought I was crazy.
Mainly, I don't know if I had reasons for him not to go, other than like all the danger, and you could get sick and you could come back with parasites, because my roommate came back with parasites, and like I'm gonna worry, and I'm gonna be in classes while he's there, and I can't function if he's gone, like to there, like go to New York, go to wherever, and I can function fine.
I'm proud of him. I think it's a really neat thing to do. It's one of those things you think it's really great to do, you're just not real sure you want your child to do it. But try to be supportive of him doing this and encourage him and not let him know I'm in a total panic.
Well, I guess why I'm going to Haiti specifically, that leads into that, is about 2 years ago at my church I had a Compassion Sunday, and I adopted Mogales Joseph. He's a child there in Haiti, and so ever since then I feel like I have like more of a strong tie and a connection to the country of Haiti, and a passion for them and their people, and a desire just to make a difference. Right now I'm looking for pencils and paper, because they said that it's a good thing to bring to them because the kids use them in school and they don't have many supplies and everything. This summer I finally had the opportunity to. I didn't have classes that I had to take, so I had an open summer for me, and I just thought, what better way to do than just to go, mission trip down there, live down there, serve the people. And the dangers of Haiti are there, but I think that more than anything, my trust in God, that whatever happens, may it be good or bad, that this is a part of his master plan. Josh, he's my brother-in-law. I figured out that I was going to take this trip, and I was just, basically kind of letting everybody know this is what I'm going to do or whatever. And basically out of nowhere, he was like, hey, that's cool. That sounds like something that I want to do or whatever. So he signed on to go with me. It's a two-man team, and I'm the team leader, so he takes orders. Yeah, like there's like, most of them are like Protestant and stuff like.
So there is a good bit of.
But it's not like a religious. It's not a religious country.
Right.
He'll actually only be there. Josh will only be there for 2 weeks, so half the time that I'm there. Like there was probably about 4 different groups, that I found on the internet.
We were worried because both of us didn't bring our cell.
No, that's a different hole over there. We start out over here.
But what's the class?
It explains the hole. Right here is the tee box. The red dot is the basket. More than anything, like I really wanted it to be just raw. Like a raw mission trip. And for me, sometimes those mission trips try to start to get more like cookie cutter-ish, and like, you have like fun days where you do stuff, and then you have one day where you do this, and most of them were like a week to maybe 2 weeks, and I really was looking for something more extended than that.
Uh-oh. Okay, you got it.
Exact place is just basically right here, We're here at Simply Fondue. We're gonna eat some dinner. This is where Heidi works, so she'll be waiting on us and give us some good service. She's serving.
Oh, Meg and Swift? I'm not a missions person. Like that's not what I was made for. There's nothing in me that makes me want to go. Would I go on a month-long mission trip as my first one? No. Would I go by myself on the first one? No. And it would definitely not be to like Africa or Haiti or anything. It would be somewhere, you know, somewhat safe.
All right, let's try this stuff.
I've always had my hair this long, you know, in college. Everybody, all my new friends and everybody, this is how they know me, is with my hair like this, you know, like the crazy haired guy or whatever you want to call it, because my hair's pretty big. But through this trip and after thinking about it and stuff, like I've realized, you know, that it's not practical for my hair to be long, and it's probably not culturally accepted for guys to have long hair. And so, you know, I've kind of came to the conclusion that the best bet, you know, keep myself cool and clean and stuff, is to get rid of it, shave it off. What do you have to say, Dad?
Looks a lot better.
What do you do? Maybe you ought to hold the mirror up for him.
Well, I got this. I'm a pro.
A couple of weeks ago in church, we had a guy that's fixing to go to Iraq, and the preacher it's a kind of family that's real strong into the church, and so he had called him up and said something about, you know, we need to remember that God can take care of him over there just as easy as he can take care of him over here. And I'm going, oh, you know, it's kind of like a light bulb moment, and you're thinking, well, I guess that's true. You know, it's no big deal to God. He can handle it over there just as well as he can over here. The only thing that scares me as a mother is, does he want to handle it over there? You know, so you worry about that. But I think he'll be fine. And if he's not, he's not. It's just, it's not under my control, so it doesn't really, sorry, I didn't mean to hit the mic. It's really not something I can do. I can't take care of him. I mean, something could happen. An airplane can fly into his apartment building, and, you know, it's just not, I can't do anything about it. So he needs to go where he needs to go.
I think I'll be fine up until the curb. Isn't that what let go. But, yeah. How's that feel?
Yeah. See you.
All right.
Give him a hug.
Yeah.
Right, Tim.
It'll be hard. I'll probably be fine by the time I get home, because I'll either be going to work or something where I have to, you know. I love you.
Me too. All right. I'll talk to you later.
We understand God's in control, but you listen to some missionaries and you do what they say.
I will.
And mainly you don't do anything else.
Right now I'm just waiting to board the plane. I have probably about 30 minutes to go. Stomach's getting a little uneasy. Between nerves and breakfast, it's just not too sure about what's going on and what's to come, so hoping that it doesn't flare up too bad, or that's the last thing I need at this point.
Passenger for Fuego Break. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the departure lounge of American Airlines. Flight number 807 with nonstop service.
It's kind of a good feeling to get it over with. It's kind of like anticipating having to go into surgery. You don't want to do it, but you want to get it done. So I'm feeling like we've got a month ahead of us, and I can fill it with things that go on around here.
Said bye to Ty. It was hard. It was just hard because all I could think of was that was the last time I was gonna hug him for a whole month.
I guess I'll learn how to get through another thing with my kids. I don't really anticipate learning it. I just assume not learn it.
Like I said, I just really think that this is gonna be a learning and growing experience for me with God, and just being dependent on Him and only Him.